this is Miss Cindy from the Crown Point Community Library, and today I'm going to be bringing the library into your home with the middle grade book bite. If you've joined me before, you know that book bites are snippets of books that we have in our juvenile collection. I usually say juvenile fiction, but today I'm going to share something different. This book is called Normal, and it is actually a nonfiction book, and it is found in our nonfiction section. And you know that because that's one of the ones that has all the little numbers next to it instead of just the author's last name. So this book is written by Magdalena and Nathaniel Newman, and it is a new book, so it is not an AR book yet, and so it'll be found in our new book section. It is also only available in paper copy. It's not an ebook at this point. So this story is a really interesting story, and I wanted to share with you this book would be considered a memoir, and a memoir is a book about a person when a person writes about their life or something that happens to them. And so this is Nathaniel's story. He and his mother alternate chapters and share what the circumstances are, but share it from each of their perspectives. If you've read the book Wonder, and I hope you have, if you haven't read the book Wonder, you should definitely read it. But if you've read the book Wonder, then you know a little bit about Nathaniel's story, because Nathaniel was born with something called Treacher-Collins syndrome, and that is the same syndrome that Augie in the book Wonder is born with also. And Nathaniel actually has a lot of similarities to the things that Augie goes through. So I want to share a little bit with you. I want to read a little bit to you today, but just a little bit of background. Treacher-Collins syndrome is a genetic disorder that typically affects the chin, the jaw, the ears, your facial features. And in this book, before Nathaniel before he was 15, he had 67 surgeries to help. Most of them were surgeries on his face to help recreate areas that were causing him problems, like to give him, to add bone structure or to change his jaw shape so that he would be able to swallow, so he would be able to eat real food. Because when he was born, his jaw was such that he wouldn't even be able to eat. So they wanted to try to change different features of his face to make his life a little bit easier. So I'm going to do something very different, because I'm going to read two little snippets of this book, and the one is from in the beginning, but the other one is at the very end. It's actually the very last paragraph of the book. And I know typically you're not ever supposed to read the last paragraph of a book before you've actually even read it, but because this is a memoir and it is a nonfiction, that doesn't necessarily give anything away, so I'm not going to be giving away the ending. It just helps to reflect a little bit about what this book is like. So let me share this with you. And this is what I'm going to read right now, the way the book is written. So this is Magda's section, and you can see that because it has her name. And when Nathaniel writes, it's usually a different font. He also does illustrations in there, but it's usually a different font, and it has Nathaniel's name wherever he's writing. So this is from his mother. This is his mother's perspective. From the day he was born, Nathaniel accepted his physical challenges, but people around him had a little more trouble. He looked different to them. He didn't look normal. People had strange, awkward, sometimes mean responses to seeing him. Normal. When you take what is most common and call it normal, you're suggesting that there's something abnormal or something wrong, something bad about not being like most other people. There is a judgment in that word. When I yearned for normal, I wanted Nathaniel to have the comfort and opportunities that any other kid would take for granted. I also wanted him to be free from judgment. Normal was our goal, but for us, normal meant seeing, eating, hearing, breathing. Normal was a happy, carefree childhood. So that's at the beginning of the book, just talking about how because Nathaniel does look different from other children, and people do judge people based on what they look like, which is unfortunate. And that's one of the really good things about this book, is that it just really helps you to see things from somebody else's perspective, and realize maybe all that you have and all the positive things that you have in your life. So this very last one, this, like I said, is the very last paragraph of the book, and this is Nathaniel writing this. He says, our family has gone through more than most people, but we're a normal family now. Or maybe we used to be a normal family under extraordinary circumstances, and now we're an ordinary family under ordinary circumstances. I don't think we ourselves are extraordinary, except maybe my mom, because she did so much of the worrying, and she had to deal with the medical stuff that really grossed her out. That was pretty heroic. Either way, who I am will never change. Treacher Collins doesn't define me. What defines us all is how we face the world we've been given. I'm Nathaniel. I'm not normal, but neither are you. I hope you check out the book. If you liked Wonder, you'll really enjoy hearing about a real kid and the real struggles and the real things that he went through and what life was like living with this syndrome. So you can check out the book at the Crown Point Library. You can visit our YouTube channel for more book bites and find out about more books that you can read. And you can check out the library website, crownpointlibrary.org, to reserve your copy. Take care and have a great day.